Hi, my name's Amy. I'm a horticulturalist here at the Greenery, and today I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful hanging basket. So a really important thing to consider when you're making a hanging basket is whether it's going to be in the sun or in the shade. So plant selection is really important. So over here I've got plants that will tolerate the sun, so marigolds, celosias and some snapdragons. And over here I've got some colour for a more shaded positions. So coleus, native violet and heuchera. It's up to you how you want to display your colours together. So I like to use contrasting colours like blues and reds together and pinks, or have bulk colours, so all just the same, like a blue or a red together. So in order to make a hanging basket, you need, of course, your basket. I like to use these metal baskets with the coconut fibre. They create a really nice look. And then of course you need your potting mix. A premium potting mix is ideal. It means that your plants are going to be healthier for longer. It's going to retain more moisture and hold more nutrients. So something that I like to do is put in a plant that's going to get a little bit taller in the centre, and then even have some cascading plants like lobelia around the outside, so you're getting the height and then you're getting something to cascade down the side of the basket. So today I'm going to create a shade hanging basket. I think some people struggle with the concept of what can go in a shaded position. There are heaps of options in terms of colour. So things like heucheras like the shade. Lobelia tolerate a little bit of shade as well. And the beautiful native violas here I've got as well. Freckleface is another great smaller plant to add a bit of colour. And of course the coleus is a beautiful plant selection. So in a previous video that Kevin did a while ago, he spoke about safety around potting mix. It's really important that we're using protection of the face mask to stop bacteria, harmful bacteria, breathing in that harmful bacteria that can cause disease. Okay. So now we've got our mask on, we're ready to go. This here is a premium potting mix. Here at the Greenery we sell our own potting mix. And we're just starting to fill up the hanging basket. What I like to do first is take the largest plant that I'm going to have in the centre of the hanging basket, and because these have a larger root system like so, we're pulling them out of the pot, it's going to be deeper in the hanging basket. So I'm putting a little bit of the potting mix in the bottom to raise up the plant, and I'm placing it in so that there is about a couple of centimetres of space between the start of the plant and the top of the pot. And so this one here is sitting nice and evenly in the hanging basket. And then what I'm going to do is add a little bit of potting mix around that plant. This means that when I add my smaller plants that have a smaller root system, they're going to be level with the larger plant in the centre. So like so. Making it nice and even all around. So we still have our heuchera there that's got the roots up over here. So I'm going to fill this all in now. What I'm going to use is a beautiful trailing lobelia to add a cascading plant all around the outside. I'm just going to sit that in there because it's not quite level yet. Space them out. So really, in terms of spacing, I like to fill up the pot fairly full. You want to make sure that your plants have the space to grow and to gain their nutrients, but they're not overcrowded together. So here I've got Silver Falls Dichondra. This is a great plant for most positions. They do prefer a little bit of sun, but I find I can get away with having them in a little bit of a shaded position as well. What I'm going to do is, these are a bit harder to get out of the pot, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a tap and lift off the pot. And these particular plants you can separate. So I like to take a larger plant and divide the roots and the plant, so you're actually getting separate plants like so. Beautiful. So out of this one I'm going to get 2 plants, and I'm just going to shake off a bit of the loose soil so that the roots are exposed. And I'm just going to put them into place. These are going to be another cascading plant. The reason I chose the silver falls is because for me, I like tying in colours or things that are going on within the hanging basket. This beautiful heuchera here has got the silver in the foliage. I like to tie that in with another plant. And the other silver falls I'm going to put on the opposite side. Usually I like to plant things in odd numbers, but this one I'm breaking the rules a little bit. So I've just got silver falls coming out one of each side. So you might find, like I have here, that it's not really as full as what I'd like it to be. So you might like to come in and add other flowers as you go along. So here I've got some beautiful pansies. These of course are great for the shade. And I'm just going to plant these throughout the basket. I've got 3, so I'm going back to my rule of odd numbers. 1, 2, 3 all around the basket there. So just keep in mind what the layering looks like in your basket. So the tallest plant again in the middle. So you're going to get that height, and then the middle plant is going to get middle height, and then a cascading plant around the outside of the basket. So what I like to do first is sort of casually space and place my plants within the hanging basket. And then once I've finished the positioning of the plants, I can then start to really push them down into the soil more and start adding my final potting mix. So now I'm really happy with the spacing, and I'm going to start filling in with the potting mix. Just making sure that those little ones there are nice and snug in the potting mix. They're not going to fall out. And there you go. So this is how you create a beautiful hanging basket. It looks pretty good if I don't say so myself. Thanks for watching. Come and see us at the Greenery Garden Home. We have everything that you need to create a beautiful hanging basket for yourself.